cars, or possibly could be. Think about that. Okay, in order to, I guess it's vindicated by the fact that this is what they call the option part of the house. You know, when you buy these houses, you buy them with options to the option room. You can option it one way or the other, or both ways here. So this room here, bottom left, has the option of being a hobby room bedroom or a one-car garage, right? So if it's used as a car garage, then the entire facade is taken up by cars, almost, except for a small window set back there. This is one of the most extreme I've seen, and it's quite a development for that to be the case. Because when you look at it, what right does a car have to 3 decorative windows at the front there? I mean, who's designing this, right? Okay, so here it is, right? You can just about see it. This is another example of it here, where the car moves into the house, right? And not only does it move into the house, it's got a pleasant window to look out the house as well. And the car needs, people talk about the reverence of the car, you know, over-reverence of the car. You know, this is really taking it to an extreme. And yet when I've talked to people like this, there's also that sense that the car shouldn't go in there if its tires are dirty, right? So the car has to kind of wipe its feet before it goes in. But once it gets in there, the SUV, the Lexus RX 330, 40, whatever, hybrid, of course, you know, is sitting there thinking, kind of, this is what I deserve in a way. You know, this is what I'm accustomed to, right? Looking out at me, and I've got an old Jetta, right? Kind of looking out disdainfully out the window. It's like, you can't come in, you know. Not to me, to the car, my car. And again, the notion, the garage is becoming, this is the center of a semi-detached house in Phoenix as well, where these single-car garages at the front have taken over the actual symmetry of the building, right? So that notion of the semi-detached house, which was, again, an English invention here, where two properties are fused together to give the occupants a greater sense of grandeur than they actually have. And they do it by sinking back the 2 doorways into a larger opening there. So people say, that's my house, but you're appropriating, you're using the neighbor in a sense to bring up the sense of grandeur. What's happening here is that semi-detached house, that double entrance is being broken down by the garages, right? So you enter, and this property, if I pan out, which I can't, there's actually double garages on either end there. So they've said, okay, we'll have the garages in the middle, but we won't use the double garages. We'll just use the single garages in the center, just to keep the scale human, if you like, you know. And in a way, you know, in other ways,